Hello guys, Dark Angel Gaming here. My name is Pedro and we're here back with Napoleonic Total War 3. This is the version 3.4. Has been a long time since I don't upload anything for this mod, but it's a really good mod and I thought it would be a good idea to make some videos for it. So it's a 3 versus 3 battle. I'm playing with the Russians, then I have one ally which is playing with Great Britain, and the other one is playing with Austria. In our enemies, we have two enemies playing with France and one with Portugal. But I'm going to talk a little about this mod. On this mod you have a few new factions, but what makes this mod so different from other ones is that when you have a Dwarf mod or any overhaul mod like that, usually it really improves the game experience, but it just looks, I don't know, the same game. This mod, it's not like it looks a different game, but it adds so many features, like even small features. I need to point some of those during the video, but it changes a lot of things, and you see. But now let's take a look at my army. One of the features that you can really see now is that you can see it's not like Russian empires. Russiaskaya and Paria, they really changed the names, like the Austrians. That name that I can't pronounce. But let's take a look at our units. I have the Musketery. Then I have some veteran Musketery. Then I have the Fanagoriski regiment. Then I have some Lebip Givardi. Oh, its names are so hard to pronounce. Yegeraya. I'm pretty sure that I'm offending a lot of Russians. So I'm sorry, but I can't really pronounce these names. And I have more veteran Musketery, more Leibgivari. I would say these guys are light infantry, these guys are line infantry. So yeah, because I don't have the ability to pronounce those names. Here I have some howitzers, then some more cannons, some artillery. Let's take a look. Oh, I still have some cav. One of Kirashiri, I don't know. Oh, and here's another feature. When these guys are in the woods, they go really, really slow. Like on the vanilla, they go slower, but this you need to be careful with the forests because they go really slow in there. I still have another regiment of cavalry on the other flank, and those are the Scant Peterborough. Oh, we have some other unit of cavalry which can again pronounce the name. But now let's take a look at the Austrians, and I'm probably going to have some really difficult names to pronounce as well. Yes, they do. So we have some light infantry. These guys all look light infantry. These look light infantry as well. Some more. It's mostly consisted of light infantry. I don't think it has any different units such as grenadiers or light infantry, but I could be wrong. But it also has some Marty. Here's I think it has 3 units of cavalry. Here's one. It's the Dragooner. More Dragooners. Oh, he only has 2 units. Now let's take a look at the British Army. Here's the names will be easier to pronounce. Here's some Highlanders. Here we have the Hanoverian Light Infantry. Have some regiment of foot. Here's some arty. Here we got some 10th Hussars. Some rifles. Still have more. Got a lot of the King's German Legion, the KGL. More of those guys. Those are in skilling. No, they're just foot. Regiment of foot. some more KGL. Have the Hussars. His general. And as we got closer to the French, you can already see some of their units. You can see some Cav, some Hussars. Yeah. Some Prussian guys here. I thought they would go Portugal. Yeah, I was mistaken. Sorry about that. Here we can see entire French army. Here's some grenadiers, some line infantry. Yeah, they have also added a few new units in this mod. More grenadiers, more line infantry. There's some more line infantry. No, I think those are grenadiers. Yeah, those are grenadiers. Here have some Mamluks. No, my Austrian ally is really getting close to the French. Here I have a unit that's nearby, so they can assist them. So they're really close. And here one thing about this mod it has its own maps. So it looks like vanilla Napoleon map. Don't remember the name, but the maps are all original, which is really cool. They're really nice as well. Here using my cap as scouts. Can really see some French cav and some Prussian artillery. And the battle was really long, so I think at some point I have to just split the battle, because when you record with fraps, you get such huge files. And if this battle is 1 hour long, I don't remember the amount of time, but then I have to split on halves just so that I can get one part recorded, and then I have to go back recording just so that I don't get my PC full, because once it gets full it will stop recording, so I have to just stop at the middle, but the guys probably won't even notice. But anyway, here my British ally has already started farming next to me. His armor split has a few here, a few in the center, and some others on the left flank. Highlanders on the left flank. While I was talking, the French have attacked some Austrian cavalry, and I assisted them, but they both routed. Right now they're getting really close. Cav 3 Austrian regiments against 6 French regiments. Should soon start firing. I don't know if they are in range yet. The master is pulling back as he sees the French player trying to flank. But we have some action over here. Yeah, the British just routed an Prussian cavalry unit. Let's go back in there. They are already shooting. Now the French are advancing. And here's another feature of the mods, they outshoot at the same time. The French are firing back. Also think they have also changed the smoke effects. And another thing, they can see that the accuracy of the units is really different. Like, you can see that some shots are going here. So, but that just makes the battle last a lot longer. And this mod really feels different. Like in the original Napoleon, you just rush, then you fight, and the battle's like over in maybe 10 minutes. This the battles are a lot longer, and you don't just rush. You need to be a lot more strategic. And once an opponent seems that once your army starts routes, the game is over. But here, like you get people just start to pull back, so the battle takes a lot. The battles are a lot longer. They last a lot longer. And here the Austrian guy was asking for some assistance, so I sent 2 units that will be here in his left flank. I was going to send more, but my British ally he's already sending some guys, so this should be enough. So here the French are charging. I mean the Austrian cavalry charged, and the French are counter-charging. The French are advancing. Getting ready to fire. Nice. The French are getting ready to rout. Actually, these guys are getting ready to rout the cav, the Austrian cav. And now they're routing. And this game this mod really have to be really careful with your cav. Because if you just try to charge them against one unit, they're probably going to die, so you need to be a lot more careful. They're not as strong as they were on the original Napoleon, but here they have another function. As you can see that we have the line of sight system that you have in room 2. So you need to use them as scouting, sorry for that. You can also use them for scouting. And here my guys on the right are engaging the French. The British are coming to assist. I was advancing on the center, trying to take this small town. Here we have a really big melee charge. The French are starting to rout. And now the Austrians will keep their charge. We're going to charge against the Grenadiers, and the French are already bringing some cav to assist. Here I think the French are going for a charge. Yes. But they're in the numerical disadvantage. Yeah, but I think that will work. Yeah, that worked. You can see that the morale in this is really changed. Like units fight longer, but sometimes a melee charge can make them rout. You see that guys will cause a lot of trouble. Start charging on the western line. And if you could soon move these guys to assist, because they're making a lot of trouble. Alright. Here some of us are routing. Yeah, we see that during this battle I'm quite a noob. Especially if you know this mod, you see that I'm new because it has been such a long time since I don't play this mod. This is like completely different from the original Napoleon. So for those people that are interested in this mod and want to play multiplayer instead of the first battles, you get your ass kicked. But my guys are still holding the village, so far so good. Oh, and another thing really cool about this mod is that even Darth mod, which was one of the most popular mods for Napoleon, like if you try to find a multiplayer server or multiplayer match, it's really hard. But this mod has a really good community and a really active community. Like I just joined when I think it was about 10 p.m. on DST time, and there was already a lot of people playing. Like these guys playing just joined their match, so we have a 3 vs 3, and they're playing pretty much like every day. If you just try to join like around 7, from 7 to 10 you find a lot of people playing. Or for 7 to midnight, I mean. So it's really easy to find people playing this mod. So I'll take a look at the left. I think these persons were hiding in the forest, I don't know. But here we have some Highlanders flanking. Now look at the smoke. It's really cool. Here's my guy starts to lose a lot of men. I think those guys are light infantry. So they have a really good accuracy and starts to lose a lot of men. And here's the one that decides to bring some more guys that were around here to assist. And also decides to charge with my cavalry. They were able to rout one unit. And I would keep fighting. And bring in 3 units. And we have some more British that we also assist. And here one of my units have routed, but I have another one incoming. Here the French have formed a square. Let's try to take my cavalry, but still have good morale. These guys are almost routing. Or they're running. Oh, over here. Here I didn't notice this cavalry charge. So I have more guys running. Here was Marcelo is shooting at the cav. But so far we're doing actually really good. Here on the right flank, you can see that we have a lot of French regiments already running away. And here they just routed my cav. Here we're doing some nice flanking of them. They're already losing a lot of men. Now they're advancing on the village. I'm going to bring some more guys. Here I had to pull back. Don't know why these guys are not running. Yeah, I remember the spot here. It was kind of a difficult decision because I didn't want to fire because I didn't want to kill my guys, but once they start to charge, yeah, my guys are already running. And now these guys on fire at will. They're already killing some French guys. And on the left we don't have much happening. Just here have a cavalry charge at the Highlanders. Here they're forming a square formation. I think now they're going to charge the cav. We're having some friendly fire. Yeah, they're going to charge the cav. Now Prussia is currently shifting their armies more in the center. Here charging some French that we're getting really close. They're really pushing. Was able to rout those guys. They were able to rout one of my units. And here we have some British and Austrians. And here on the right side, my Austrian ally was able to crush the French. Things are looking really good on this side. The French are now starting to pull back. But here again, this line infantry units are killing a lot of my guys. This is the 2nd regiment. They're almost taking out those guys. I really wish that I had more light infantry units. I only had 2. Because as I said, it has been such a long time since I don't play this mod. Now the British cav is charging. I'm going to charge with my cavalry. I had those guys hidden in the forest. I'm going to charge those light infantry units. I don't think they are light infantry. But our charge is causing some damage. They're already forming the pike formation and the square formation. Now the British are charging with us. Not really, but okay. Now the Prussians are routing. I think I'll try to let's charge at those guys are running. Here I have some riflemen. Here more of my guys are routing. Ooh. Nice shot. Here more of my guys are routing, and here he's charging. So I was actually going for my cav. I tried to form a square, but had nobody to defend my artillery aiming. I even tried to put them canister shot, but they are not really feeling like firing. They were reloading. So I'm going to lose the Zardy unit. The other one is here, so I was really getting worried. Oh, here they've already taken out the other artillery unit. I wasn't really careful with them, so they were able to rout my artillery. But I wasn't actually sad. I was actually happy about that because now I didn't have to worry about them. I could focus on the infantry. And here on the left side, or the chalet is routing the Prussians. I have one cav unit around here. Don't know exactly where. Yeah, I have some guys routing here. Here I have some French cavalry. The French are starting to rain on this side. And we have one on this side, so now going to have a big fight over here. have some Prussian cavalry charging in. Have some more infantry. Probably going to charge. And here I decided to bring, I think those guys were routing, so I just got them back to the fight. And here there was a gap on the British side, so I decided to get some men in there. And as they realized, they started to pull back. And that was what I was talking earlier, like when there's no Napoleon, you just rush and attack and you just stay there. But in this mod people do a lot of repositioning. It's really cool. Yeah, here's my cavalry I was talking earlier. Would soon move them. Where are my guys routing? Here. Yeah, it's a transition. Here's looking really bad. I have the Austrians. They're going to assist. I'm still trying to hold this village, this town. Here I'm going to try to shoot at those Prussians, try to give the British some help, but they're already running away. I've killed their general, good. Now here he is. I was thinking that the opponent was paying a lot of attention. That really didn't cause any major effects. Like in this mod, if your general dies, it's not going to cause any mass rout. Half my guys are running. Whoa. Yeah, I'd have a reason to run. Yeah, we're starting to lose a lot of men on the right side. I have some British that are retreating. I had to get out of the town to assist the British. Also to fight against these Prussians that were trying to flank us. Yeah, here we have my cav. I had to charge this skirmisher unit. Yeah, those guys. Skirmishers are getting ready to rout. Yeah, now they're running. I think I'm going to stop now, guys, just so that I can render the video, just so it doesn't, just so I can save some space. Alright, guys, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, and I'm back. We're really recording for 30 minutes, and the file was 23 gigabytes. So it was really good that I have stopped. Now after using Windows Live, Movie Maker is just 4, I think. Actually, I need to turn the sound up just a bit, not much. I think this looks good. So where were we? This actually took a lot of time. And here, the Austrians and the British are pulling back. Now fronts, as you can see. Prussian general. At the point of battle, most of my army was already defeated. I think I only had these 2 units and one cavalry unit here that I'm sending into charge, but as you can see, as they are in the woods, they get super slow. They are also exhausted, but on the woods they go really, really slow. See now that the Prussians are advancing, once again have pulled back. Now the British are repositioning here around houses. Here we are about to get attacked from behind by these 3 regiments. And also a Prussian cavalry unit starts to get closer. So I formed a square, but they realized, so now we're going to pull back. But we are getting surrounded by both sides, so just keep that square. Here we have a light infantry unit and a line infantry unit. And here on the left, the guys are pulling back. Have my general over here. As I have lost on the center, so I have to keep in here so that he can some rallies and some morale boosts on the Austrians. Here my guys are running. Oh, my guys are facing 3 regiments. Now they're also running. Oh, and my cavalry, by the way, they went so slow that the artillery was able to load their cannons. And now they are broken, but they are going so slow. Anyway, so now everything that is left for us, the Russians, is the general, because everybody else is routing. The Austrians still have 40 units of line infantry. The British, now we still got this 1 unit, they have came back from routing. Be sure going to try to hold this little hill over here. They're firing now canister shots at the Prussians. You have the rifleman unit. Have captured a building where over here. Yes, I don't know if you remember, but at the I was think that the beginning of the battle had some here too. 100 regiments, they were fighting some Cav, so went all the way here, and they are now over here. Have taken this building. The Prussians or guys are sending some regiments. Here more guys are coming to assist the Prussians. And on the other side, the Austrians will go and try to defend this area. Getting overwhelmed by the French. British regiment charging. They are broken as well. The British are trying to hold this hill. Oh, nice shot. And they're rerouting the Prussians. They have more men incoming. Here the Austrians are slowly getting surrounded. I have tons of infantry over here. Wow. We also have one out of cavalry here. Another one over here, so the Austrians are in a really bad situation. No, as I was pretty sure that the Austrians were going to lose. This fight decided to take my general off there. First I'm going to... I was pretty sure that those guys were going for my general, but I think they were going for the infantry. So far I'm trying to stay with the Austrians. But as I see that they have no hope, I'm just going to pull to get out of there. I'm going to stay on the British side. But here I don't think that the Austrian guy realized that the enemy cavalry was here already. Oh wow. So they're getting charged by the cav. Getting shot by the French. They're on the pike formation. Most of the Austrians are routing. We'll have 1 year left. Actually, 2 are those that are cavalry. He's pulling them back. He's pulling his general as well. And on the other side, first here. First is not really attacking these Highlander regiments. But here it starts to surround the British. They're now making a stand on this hill. There goes the riflemen. They've been charged. Here you can also see they have charged this artillery unit. Now my British allies trying to make a defensive position here in this little village. Oops. Some more units are incoming. Here we still have 1 out of Austrians. They're now in fight formation and they're about to get charged by the French. The cavalry's going to charge. Now those Austrians are routing. And then we only got the general left. Trying to escape. French cavalry get him. Now the Austrian general is surrounded. He's trying to get out of there. Here things are not really looking good for the British. Trying to make a stand, but they're getting surrounded. Execute a field. Nice volley. Yeah. We still have one Austrian unit left. I think those guys have came back from routing. Yeah, and small units came back from routing quite often. And where's my general? Trying to get him closer. Oh, here he is. I really wanted to get him in the British formation because they're starting to break them. Still had one rally to give. Now they're surely breaking, but at least that kept those guys fighting. You can see the Austrian generals here as well. I'm pulling back my general, still trying to get him there. Now the Austrian general is inside the square, and the British are routing. Now he's alone. I think now there goes the Austrian general. He's going to charge. Just killed one guy. Down. Now who's left? I still have my general, and we still have two Highlander units here in the center of the town. They're about to get attacked by this line infantry unit. French are going to fire at them. Oh wow. Let's exchange some shots while these Highlanders get inside this house. Try to make a stand there. Here have that Austrian regiment that came back from routing. Is about to be attacked by 3 regiments of French line infantry. Yeah, their volume has a lot more devastating. Yeah, now the Austrians are routing. I was trying to get my general close to those Highlanders that were holding. It was difficult because we had enemies all over the map. But here you can see that some Hanoverian line infantry have came back from routing. Here have some more of those more Hanoverian line infantry. 2 units of those have came back from routing. After that, the Persian player has realized that. Yeah. I was thinking about maybe trying to kill his general with my general. I decided that would be a better idea to hold with those Hanoverians. And Highlanders are getting ready for last stand. I also have several French regiments incoming. Just have some Highlanders getting in. Getting inside the house. These guys are getting ready to run. They're still holding. And now he's pulling back. The French are bringing some cav as well. Oh, those Highlanders are running and you only have some guys inside the house left. About 109. They're surrounded. Now the French is changing some shots with them. French are charging in. Let's see them get inside. Oh wow. It's a little blue buggy. You can see that we already have 79 French inside. Against 100 against 100 Highlanders. And here,
this building has fallen to the enemy.
Yeah, have just taken the building. Now the Highlanders are trying to get out, but they're already getting shot. Wow. We're getting really shot by these two light infantry units. Or light infantry. And most of them wasn't able to escape. Yeah, only 3 made it out of there. So here we have 3, no, another one has come back, so we have now 2 regiments of Hanoverian infantry, 1 regiment of foot, and that's the last of the British forces. I also have my general here, to give some morale boost. They're firing at the Prussians. So, but we still have one on here. Yeah, those some Highlanders have came back from routing. And here, those guys routing or fighting. I've had some more Austrian infantry here. Has also came back from routing. We're about to get charged by the French. Yeah, they go really slow in the forest in this mod. But they're also very tiring. It's like they're slow motion. Like if you put in slow motion, it's really, really slow. I think that's not really be able to fire at them. Yeah, now they're running. Yeah, I don't think this time they will come back. Here I have some cav charging. I think these British guys will be. No, they were able to form a square. These guys are routing, so now all that's left is these guys and that Highlander unit. No, let's try to get no. I think that score is just too small. Get for my general, so just keep him here. The officer is down, but we still have the flag carrier. And have 4 regiments of Prussians shooting at the British. And outside to put my general in there, so I can have a less stand. They're going to charge with everything they got. 4 Prussian line infantry regiments, 1 Cav regiment, 1 French line infantry regiment, and the British are routing, with my general still holding. Here's my general. Now he's down. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anyone left. Yeah, so that was the battle. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I see you soon. Bye.